The next one would be the business ops. So this is more in early beta, while ARI is something which UiPath are using for their end customers, but business ops is something which is still in beta. The idea, though, it is more in a POC stage. The idea, though, is to connect to a system, and with the event logs available in terms of BUPARs and with some uh, process mining libraries, we try and understand how the processes are being executed in terms of an end-to-end process, and what are the different stages or life cycle it goes through uh, from point to point, and how many of those changes has got detours, or how many of those changes has got anomalies in terms of moving from one step to another, and what are the different value in terms of the transactions that happen, and then there will be insights in terms of anomalies, like what are the detours available, and what are the SOD compliant ways the processes are configured, and then what are the activities that cause changes in uh, the processes getting detoured or not reaching the happy path and not hitting the throughput time easily. So this one is for P2P, and these are the different information which the platform does as part of business ops. And the optimization potential is more in terms of the knowledge base, where the platform suggests how you can improve on a particular business process, and how the Kaplan and SCOR models are looking at in terms of industry averages. And you can imagine it to be an amalgamation of the digital process or the business best practices which SAP recommends, plus the KPI catalog which SAP recommends as part of the reporting and as part of the BI and BW, and then also some open source interfaces which we use in terms of analyzing those huge data and event logs. So with these information, we come up with this insights about how the process is actually going on, and what are the different rules, and what are the different activities that are causing delays in the happy paths, and then finally the propositions in terms of how the processes can be optimized or improvised. So, and the solution recommendations will have the Fiori apps which can be made use of in terms of using it. Now, one common question which we always get is that how is the product span across against a system like Celonis or something? Yeah, sure. So the idea is that from discover in terms of understanding what is specific to the system, in terms of governance, and in terms of process modeling, in terms of managing the test cases and testing them as part of your automated testing, and then finally ending with the digital minds in terms of ARI, and then of course business ops is what the platform's vision is all about. So from the business ops and from ARI, the cycle starts again in terms of identifying different other potential improvements which S4 as a landscape can offer to the particular business, and how they can be managed, and all of the data assets that were generated as part of this cycle once can be reused and reapplied, so that uh, the partner as well as the customer have a seamless journey, and they have everything they need to track in terms of uh, how they can manage this entire digital transformation cycle. So that's the overall vision.